students, welcome to online class. Today we are going to learn physical chemistry first lesson, that is unit number 6, solid state. Let's see today two topics. One is radius ratio, the second one is imperfection in solid. Shall we discuss one by one? The first one is, see here, radius ratio. The structure of an ionic compound depends upon the two. One is stoichiometry, another one is size of the ions. Okay. So see here, generally already we studied what is ionic crystal, isn't it? Ionic crystal means that is cation and anions are present. So see here, generally in ionic crystal, the bigger anions are present in the close packed arrangements. You see here, anions are bigger is present in the close packed arrangements and the cations occupy the void. See the diagram? Yes, it is clearly indicated. Anions are bigger in size but cations are smaller, that is occupy the voids. See here, this is a structure of ionic crystal. In this case of ratio of radius of cation, how to write ratio of, that is radius of cation, that is Rc plus. Radius of anion or A minus plays an important role in determining the structure. So the following table shows the relation between the radius ratio and the structural arrangement in ionic solids. See here, what is radius of cation divided by radius of anion, that is called radius ratio values given. And what is the coordination number, structure and the example. See here, that is 0.155 to 0.255 means the coordination number is 3. If it is coordination number 3 means what is the structure? Trigonal planar. The example is B2O3. And the next one is 0.255 to 0.414. The coordination number is 4. So structure is tetrahedral. The example is ZnS. And then 0.414 to 0.732, that is coordination number is 6. The structure is octahedral. Example is NaCl. And next last one is 0.7321, that is coordination number is 8. The structure is cubic. The example is CaCl. Now clear what is radius ratio? Yes. The next two topics, is imperfection in solids. This is very important topics. Listen carefully. According to the law of nature, what is that? Nothing is perfect, isn't it? So same pattern here, crystal need not be perfect. They always found to have some defects in the arrangement of their constituent particles. What are the constituent particles? That is atoms, ions or molecules. So these defects affects the physical and chemical properties of the solid and also play an important role in various processes. See here, for example, already we discussed what is doping, isn't it? So a process called doping leads to a crystal imperfection and it increases the electrical conductivity of semiconductor material. Now clear? So for example, for semiconductor material is silicon. And the second one, see here, the ability of ferromagnetic material, for example, such as iron and nickel, to be magnetized and demagnetized depends on the presence of imperfection. So see here, crystal defects are classified into 4 types. One is point defect, second one is line defects, the third one is interstitial defects, and the last fourth one is volume defects. In our portion only we are going to discuss that is point defects. What is point defects? That is, what are point defects? See here, point defects are the deviation from the ideal arrangement that occurs at some points or atoms in a crystalline substance. Now clear? What is point defects? This point defects furtherly classified into 3 types. One is stoichiometric defects. The second one is non-stoichiometric defects, and the third one is impurity defects. This stoichiometric defects furtherly classified into 2 types. One is Schatzki defects. The second one is Frankel defects. In this case of non-stoichiometric defects also is furtherly classified into 2 types. One is metal excess defects. Another one is metal deficiency defect. So the first one, what is stoichiometric defects in ionic solid? Already we know that what is the meaning of stoichiometric, that is same. Okay, isn't it? So in this case of crystal, the cation must equal to anion. So see here, this defect is also called intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. What is another name? That is intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. See here, in stoichiometry ionic crystal, the vacancy of one ion must always be associated with either by the presence of another oppositively charged ion or the presence of same charged ion in a interstitial position. Now clear, meaning is clear now. What is that? If it is ionic crystal means the vacancy of one ion, how it is compensated either by absence of another positively charged ion, otherwise the presence of same charged ion in the interstitial position. Okay, so that's why maintain the electrical neutrality. Schatzki defects, it is classified into 2 types. That is, stoichiometric defect is classified into 2 types. What are the 2 types? One is Schatzki defects, another one is Frankel defect. The first one is Schatzki defects. What is Schatzki defects? See here, Schatzki defects arises due to the missing of equal number of cations and anions from the crystal lattice. Now clear, what is Schatzki defects? Due to missing of equal number of cations and anions from the crystal lattice. See the diagram, it's clearly indicated one cation and one anions are missing here. Yes. So this defect does not change the stoichiometry of the crystal, because missing one cation is equal to missing one anion. Okay. So this defect does not change the stoichiometry of the crystal. And what is the third point here? Ionic solids in which the cation and anions are of almost of similar size. Now clear? In this case of stoichiometric defects, ionic solids in which cation and anions are almost of similar size. The super example for Schottky defects, that is NaCl. Okay. See here, the presence of large number of Schottky defects means it lowers its density. Yes, because missing of cation and anion in the crystal, so to affects the density of the crystal. For example, see here, what is the value of vanadium monoxide, theoretical value and experimental value? See here, theoretical density of vanadium monoxide calculated using the edge length of the unit cell is 6.5 gram centimeter minus 3. But actual experimental value of density is only 5.6 gram centimeter minus 3. See here, some deviations in the theoretical values and experimental value, isn't it? So it indicates that there is approximately 14% Schottky defect in vanadium monoxide crystal. Now clear? So the last one point in Schottky defects, the presence of Schottky defect in the crystal provides a simple way by which atoms or ion can move within the crystal lattice. See here, this is a diagram of Schottky defects. It is clearly indicated one missing of Na plus in the crystal and another one is missing of Cl minus in the crystal. Okay, now clear what are Schottky defects? So stoichiometric defects are furtherly classified into two types. The first one is Schottky defect is over. What is the second one defects? That is called Frankel defects. Okay, these two defects are very important 5 marks question in this chapter. What is Frankel defect? See here, Frankel defect arises due to dislocation of ions from its crystal lattice. In this case of Schottky defects, missing of equal number of cation and anion. But see here, the Frankel defect means dislocation. See here, dislocation. Here empty space is there. That ion is occupies the interstitial position. Here empty space, that ion is occupies the interstitial position. Now clear. So how to say what is Frankel defects? Frankel defect arises due to the dislocation of ions from its crystal lattice. So see here, the ion which is missing from the lattice point occupies an interstitial position. The missing of ion, where it is occupies? It is occupies at the interstitial position. Now clear? So this defect is shown by ionic solid like a Schottky defect. Okay. But in this case, see the size. Yeah. So in which cation and anion differ in size. But in this case of Schottky defects, more or less same in the size. But in this case of Frankel defects, cation and anions are differ in size. Yes, let's see the diagram. It is clearly indicated the size of Ag plus and Br minus. Okay. So unlike Schottky defects, this defect does not affect the density of the crystal. Okay, now clear? So super example for Frankel defect is AgBr. So in this case, small Ag plus ion Which one is smaller in size? Here cation. That is Ag plus ion leave its normal site. Where it is occupies means it is occupies an interstitial position. Okay, occupies an interstitial position. Okay, now clear Frankel defect. So after finishing your Schatzki defects and Frankel defects, what is the next one? Yeah, non-stoichiometric defects. Okay, the non-stoichiometric defects, what is the definition? In this defect, the cations and anion ratio is disturbed. How it is disturbed? Either because of adding or removing of ions. So, like a stoichiometric defect, non-stoichiometric defects also classified into two types. One is metal excess defect, another one is metal deficiency defect. So the first one is metal excess defect. The word is clearly indicated here, metal is excess, isn't it? So see here, metal excess defect arises due to the presence of more number of metal ion as compared to anions. So what is the super example for metal excess defect? All the alkali metal halides, for example NaCl and KCl. So how to maintain the electrical neutrality? See here, in this case of electrical neutrality is maintained by, see here, the presence of anionic vacancies equal to the excess metal ion or by the presence of extra cation and electron present in interstitial position. Okay, so metal excess defects, that is non-stoichiometric defects. Here cation anion not equal but must be maintain the electrical neutrality, that is charge of the crystal must be maintained. How it is maintained means, for example, one is presence of anionic vacancies, it is equal to excess metal ion. Anionic means negative charge is missing. So how it is balanced? Metal ion. Metal ion means it is a positive charge. So it must be balanced, isn't it? Another one is, see here, or presence of extra cation or by the presence of extra cation. Yes, here also cation positive charge and electron present in the interstitial position. Okay, meaning is clear? See here. Yes, let's see the diagram. The presence of extra cation at the interstitial sites, isn't it? Yes, now clear this. For example, the first one is metal excess defect arises by anionic vacancy defects. So which one is here? Anionic vacancy defects. See here, first I have to take NaCl crystal. This NaCl crystal is heated in the presence of sodium vapor. NaCl crystal is heated in the presence of sodium vapor. Okay. So if it is heated in the presence of sodium vapor means this Na, it is converted into Na plus electrons. Okay. So see here, Na plus ions are formed and also are deposited on the surface of the crystal. So this Na plus ion, where it is deposited? Surface of the crystal. Surface of the crystal. The first point is clear. So see here. So Na gives rise to Na plus electron. This Na plus is deposited on the surface of the crystal, isn't it? So chloride ion, see here, the chloride ion where it is present on the lattice point, isn't it? So this chloride ion diffuse to the surface from the lattice point and combine with Na plus ion. So Cl minus, here Na plus. What's happening here? To formation of NaCl crystal, isn't it? Na plus Cl minus. So see here in the space vacant. That is called anionic vacancy. How to balance anionic vacancy? Means this electron occupies the empty space. Okay, now clear? So see here, what is the third point? So the electron lost by sodium vapor, isn't it? Na gives rise to Na plus electron. So here electron lost by sodium vapor diffuse to the crystal lattice and occupies the vacancy created by the Cl minus ion. Now clear? Vacancy created by the Cl minus ions. Okay. See here, this, let's see the diagram. This is clearly indicated. Yes, the green color ball indicated Cl minus. In the crystal, Cl minus is missing. Yes, because Cl minus combined with Na plus to make a NaCl crystal. So the vacancy of anion is balanced by the electrons. So see here, such anionic vacancies which are occupied by unpaired electrons. Anionic vacancy which are occupied by unpaired electrons are called F center. Important 2 marks question. What is F center? Okay, in German word, yes, Farbzentrum, that is color center. Okay, so how to write the formula of NaCl here? So formula of NaCl which contain excess of Na plus ion, isn't it? Because one Cl is missing from the lattice point, so Na plus is increased. So that's why it is mentioned like this. Na, Cl both and all equal means that is called stoichiometry. But this is examples of non-stoichiometric defects. So cation anions are not equal but must be maintain the electrical neutrality of the crystal. Okay, so how it is maintained? That is 1 plus X. So metal ion is excess. That's why this defect is called metal excess defect. Okay, now clear? So this is the first example for metal excess defect. The second one example for metal excess defect. The metal excess defect is arises, see here, extra cation at interstitial sites. What is the second one? Extra cation at interstitial sites. See here. Yes, ZnO normally colorless at room temperature. Yes, now clear? The color of ZnO is colorless. If it is heated, it becomes yellow in color. Yes, see the equation? ZnO, if it is heated means ZnO, if you are heating, it is converted into Zn2 plus oxygen. If you are putting 2 plus, it is equal to 2 electron, isn't it? So here only 1 oxygen. So how to balance this oxygen? Shall I put a half? So equation gets balanced. So see here, ZnO is colorless at room temperature, but it is heated, it becomes yellow in color, isn't it? So on heating, which one is lost? That is oxygen, and also thereby forming free Zn2 plus ions. Now clear? Which ion is formed here? It becomes Zn becomes Zn2 plus. So the excess Zn2 plus ion move to the, see here, excess Zn2 plus ions move to the interstitial sites. Move to the interstitial sites, and electrons also occupy the interstitial position. Electrons also occupies the interstitial position. So see here Zn2 plus is increases, isn't it? That is extra cation present at the interstitial sites. Here which one is anion? That is oxygen 2 minus. So more number of cation is present. This extra Zn2 plus ion, how can it is balanced? It is balanced by 2 electrons. See here, 2 electrons also present at the crystal. So the cation and anion are not equal in this case, but electrical neutrality is maintained. How it is maintained? That is Zn2 plus is balanced by 2 extra electrons. Now meaning is clear? So the excess Zn2 plus ion move to the interstitial sites, and also electrons occupy the interstitial position. Electron also occupies the interstitial position, so it must balance the neutrality of the crystal. Okay. So after finishing metal excess defect, the next one is metal deficiency defect. Here also the word is clearly indicated. What is deficiency? Metal, yeah. See here, less number of metal, isn't it? So how to say is that metal deficiency defect arises due to the presence of less number of cation than the anion. Metal excess means excess number of cation compared to anion. But here metal deficiency defect, so that's why it is less number of cation than the anion. What about metal excess? That is excess of cation, but here less number of cation. Meaning is clear. What is the second point? This defect is observed in a crystal in which cation have variable oxidation state. Cation must have a variable oxidation state. Okay, so see here, shall I explain along with the example? See here, the example is FeO crystal. Here some of the Fe2 plus ions are missing from the crystal lattices. Yes, so how to maintain the electrical neutrality? See here, see the diagram. Yes, here some of the Fe2 plus and all is missing. Yes, but how to maintain? Out of 3, any 2, that is twice the number of other Fe2 plus ion in the crystal is oxidized to give Fe3 plus ions. Okay, so Fe2 plus, shall I write like that? Gives rise to Fe3 plus electrons. Okay, so 3 Fe2 plus is missing in the crystal is compensated by 2 Fe3 plus. Yes, the charge is equal, isn't it? But one cation vacancy is created. Meaning is clear? That is electrical neutrality is maintained. Yes, but cation vacancy is created. Okay, now clear? So see here, in such a case, the overall number of Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus ion is less than the O2 minus ions. Okay, now clear? So how to write the general formula? It was experimentally found that general formula of ferrous oxide is FeXO. Here what is the range of X? that is 0.93 to 0.98. Now clear this metal deficiency defects. Yes. The last one more defects is impurity defects. What is impurity defects? A general methods of, yes, what is the general method here? The general method of introducing defects in ionic solid is by adding impurity ions. See here, if the impurity ions are present, it is a different valency state from that of the host. So the vacancies are created in the crystal lattice of the host. See here, different valency state. Shall I explain along with the example? For example, addition of CdCl to silver chloride. Silver chloride formula AgCl. Yes, but Cd charge is 2 plus. So see here. So CdCl2 is added to AgCl, yield solid solution where the divalent cation Cd2 plus is divalent 2 plus occupies the position of Ag plus. So this will disturb the electrical neutrality of the crystal, isn't it? So in order to maintain the same, how it is maintained the same? That is proportional number of Ag plus ion leaves the lattice. Okay. So 1 Cd2 plus, if you want to occupy the space, means we have to remove 2 Ag plus. Only it is electrical neutrality is maintained. Okay. So this produce cation vacancy in the lattice. Okay. Such kind of crystal defects are called impurity defects. Meaning is clear. 1 Cd2 plus is occupied means we have to remove 2 Ag plus ion. Electrical neutrality is same but vacant place. That is cation vacant place present in the lattice. That's why it is called the impurity defects. Okay, see the diagram. It is clearly indicated what is impurity defects. Okay. I hope that all of you understood today's topics. Thank you.